The more you listen, the more you try to live a righteous life. The Spirit's falling down on you. It's called the Spirit of Truth. The more you listen, the more you try. What is up, you guys? It is your girl, the real Mrs. J. So what is up, you guys? I am just laying in the bed, and I had this whole thing recorded of a story time that I think you guys would enjoy, and I don't know what happened to it. So I'm going to do this story time all over again. So grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, grab your drinks, grab your blunt, whatever your choice is, drinky poo, I don't know, but let's do a story time. So you guys, when I was, I told y'all that when I was 17, I got my driver's license, I got my first car, and when I got my car, I used to come to Richmond. I started coming back to Richmond to see my family, because remember I told you guys that my parents had passed away when I was a kid, so I went to live with my aunt. My aunt raised me, and so we lived in the country. So, once I got my license and a car, I started coming to see my family, see my brother and my sister. So my brother, he still lived in our home. I told y'all that my brother, my sister, and I, we had our own home. So, my brother was staying in the house, but my sister, she, was living in an apartment. And, I was still living with my aunt because I was a minor. So anyways, so one Sunday when I came to Richmond to see my brother, I ran into my cousin. My cousin came over. I hadn't seen my cousin in so long because when my parents passed away, I went to live with my aunt who's on my mom's side. So my dad, I didn't see his side of the family anymore. I saw like one uncle like every now and then, but I didn't see my dad's side. I pretty much grew up with my mom's side. So my dad, he had an identical twin brother, and his identical twin brother had a daughter, and he actually has 7 daughters. But the baby, the youngest one, her and I, we're 2 years apart. Both of our birthdays is on the 2nd of the same month, and our dad's a twin, so we had that connection, and it was like we look alike. Everybody used to always call us twins when we was little, and that was because we both look like our fathers. And so we just always had like this really like tight bond when we was kids, like sisters. And so when she came, she just popped up at the house. She didn't know I was there. We were so happy to see each other, y'all. I mean, like, it was so ironic because we had on the same colors. Our hair was cut the same. It was so funny. And so we pretty much kept in touch after that. So, I would still come down. I would come down, and then, I would see her too. So when I, at this point now, I'm in the 12th grade. I turned 18. And me and my aunt, we stopped getting along. And so my sister told me I could come and live with her. So I left home and I went and moved in with my sister. So, but when I moved in with my sister met this dude that she started kicking it with, and to the point where she was actually living with the dude and I was living in her apartment. And I was, I would pay my little rent or whatever every month, and that was that. So I went and I got my cousin, because my cousin at the time, she was 16. She wanted school, like my uncle had ended up getting on drugs and stuff. So it's like my cousin, she was just doing what she wanted to do at 16. So I went and I got her, and I was like, you could come stay with me. or whatever. And so I was encouraged her. I'm like, you can get back in school or whatever, because even though I had moved out and moved in with my sister, I did transfer my school, and I went, because I was 18. I could do what I wanted to do at that point. And so I was able to enroll myself, in school there. And so her mom, for some reason we couldn't get her registered in school, so she ended up taking her parents to court and getting emancipated so that she can, take care of legal stuff on her own. So we did that. We enrolled in school, and we got her enrolled in school, and it was all good. So we both had jobs. And so, but for the most part, I pretty much took care of her, because like I said, like I was 18, but I had my own car, I had money, I had a job, because my parents had left me money, so I was good. So I was even able to take care of her and buy her clothes and all that stuff until she got a job, because mind you, she was like 16. And so, we used to go out, and like I said, she was already out there, whatever. So, we started going out, going to clubs and stuff. We had fake IDs and everything. And there was this dude that she knew, and his name was C. So she used to talk to C on the phone and everything, but I ain't really know him like that. So one day after the club, she told me to, go to the Texaco and meet C, because he was in town, because he was from New York or whatever. So we go to the Texaco, she meet him, they talking or whatever, and his friend was with him. His friend pulled up. He pulled up in the black act, y'all. He pulled up in the black act. He got out. He had the daggone black fur coat on, y'all. The handmade sweater. Look. So he used the phone booth. And so I'm looking, I'm like, like, damn. And so then I don't know how we ended up hooking up, right? But we ended up hooking up like we was kicking it hard. And I used to be of his house all the time and stuff. Like, we started kicking it like that. So, I knew what he did and everything. So it was like he used to be in and out. But when I tell y'all, this man had money, okay? He had a 2-bedroom apartment. His apartment was like laid. It was really nice. And the second bedroom didn't have no furniture in it or nothing. It was a room of shoes. Y'all, when I tell you, he had all the any shoes you could think of. They was color coded. Like, he had the red shoes in the line. Like, it covered up the entire floor. Nothing but shoes, y'all. The closet was full. This man just like, he had that bread, okay? So anyways, one day I went over there. This is, he went out of town. I'm sorry, let me backtrack. He went out of town, and he never told me when he was going out of town. He would just go, which I'm glad now. But so I'm just like, I got real mad because I hadn't heard from him. It had been a couple of days or whatever. So I went over there and I rung the doorbell, and I could hear them talking. So when I rung the doorbell again, and everybody got quiet. And I was like, the fuck? So tell me, why the door swung open. And it was his friend Chuck and him. Chuck was like 6'3". Oh, he was real tall. So Chuck was like, he was stooped down. Chuck was like standing above him, and they had 4 guns in my face, y'all. 4 guns in my face. And you know what I said? What the fuck? Get them guns out my damn face. What's wrong with y'all? He was like, man, we ain't see why we couldn't see you through the peephole. I'm like, because I'm short. Like, what you want me to do? Y'all, oh my God, if that was to happen to me today at this age, I would have probably peed on myself. But me back then, it was a total different me. So y'all, so after that, he just gave me a key. And so, so when I wanted to go over there, whatever, I ain't have to worry about knocking on the door. Or just, if he won't there, I could go in and out as I please. So I go over there. And so at this point, y'all, I got clothes and stuff over there. Look, I'm in whole high school in the 12th grade. In the 12th grade. And he was like 25. Did I say that? Did I say how old he was? But anyway, y'all, I used to leave early in the morning, tell him I was going to work, but I was going to school. I was going to school, y'all. And so then one time he even approached me about it. Was like, yeah, I heard that you go to such and such high school. I said, well, people better stop lying on me. They lie. Oh my God, y'all. So I'm wild as a bee. So after that, right, things was all good. I'm still going, coming as I please. I'm just living the life. I'm the little drug dealer girlfriend, And so, one day I went over there and I'm just in the back and I'm just laughing. I'm looking at TV and all his friends, they had came in there, y'all, and they was having a meet. They was having a whole meeting, okay? And so he come to the back and because he came to the back and was like, don't come up the front because we having a meeting. So I was like, okay. So I'm back there looking at TV. So tell me why this dude comes back there with a machete in his hand and was like, shh, 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 don't say nothing. I'm like, what? Like, what the fuck? What's getting ready to happen, y'all? So I don't know who it was at the door, but evidently, now that I know, they was up there counting money and stuff, and somebody knocked on the door, and he didn't know if they was about to get robbed or something because they weren't expecting nobody. Y'all, that was a red flag. Okay, so there was the guns, okay? That was red flag number 1 that my dumb ass didn't see. Number 2, when he came running to the back room with the machete, that was red flag number 2, okay? So then, so after that, I'm just like, I'm telling my cousin's like, bitch, I think you should leave that nigga alone. Like, that shit, that don't sound right. And I'm like, nah, I'ma still kick it with him. I'm like a dummy. I'ma still kick it with him. So y'all, next thing you know, I'm over there one night and he went out to the club. And he was all, he got dressed, and every time when he would leave, the room would just smell like you. It would just smell like good smelling cologne. So he came in the house like early in the morning and he was all upset and stuff. So I'm like, what's going on? Why did dude Chuck, the tall one, that they pulled the guns out on me? Somebody unalived him at the club while he was using the bathroom. Yo, that was red flag number 3. So me, I'm trying to be there for him, because he going through it or whatever. Y'all. So then, just like maybe I would say a few months after that, I had went over there one day and I saw an earring on the back of his like on his bed. Like back then people used to have like the bed, the headboard had it was like a dresser or whatever. But I seen a damn earring on there, y'all. A freaking earring. So I politely packed all my shit because I still had clothes and shoes over there. I got mad and I left. That was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. The best thing that could have ever happened to me, okay? Because I went back home, and then come to find out, this man got into a damn shootout with the police. He was a part of the biggest drug conspiracy back then of Virginia's history, okay? So when I say a bitch dodged a bullet, I dodged a freaking bullet, y'all. Oh my God. Oh my God. But yeah, that was my one and only big time drug dealing girlfriend story. It was short lived. And look, I done told y'all all this, and I promise y'all it was less than 6 months that all this stuff happened, y'all. I promise. It was less than 6 months. But anyway, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, The Real Mrs. J. And I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.